In the village of Okuru, there was once a goat that spoke in dreams. Welcome to Ashes in the Bloodline, Episode 2, The Whispering Goat of Okuru. The air in Okuru is thick with the scent of damp earth and unseen secrets. It is a village like many others, where the rhythm of life is detected by the sun and the moon, by the seasons of planting and harvest. But Okuru holds a distinction, a stain upon its memory, a chilling tale whispered only when the sun dips below the horizon, and the shadows lengthen like grasping fingers. In the village of Okuru, there was once a goat that spoke in dreams. Not in the way a pet might nuzzle or bleat for attention. This was something far more insidious, far more profound. This was Asumiri, he who eats silence. Asumiri, the very name evokes a sense of dread, of a presence that consumed the unspoken, the hidden, the truth that men strive so desperately to keep buried. It appeared, they say, on the very day the priest hanged himself. A grim, unexpected day that sent ripples of shock and unease through the community. Was it a coincidence? Or was Asumiri's arrival a direct consequence? A grotesque manifestation of the darkness that has held the holy man to such a desperate end. No one saw it arrive. No one witnessed its blatant approach from the forest, or its quiet spectral materialization within the village confines. It was simple. There, one moment absent, the next an undeniable presence. But why its arrival was shrouded in mystery, its existence quickly became undeniable. Everyone heard it, not with their ears, not in the daylight, but in the fragile, susceptible landscape of their dreams. It whispered, and every whisper came true. Imagine the terror. To sleep, to seek solace in unconsciousness, only to be confronted by a small horned beast that speaks not of comfort, but of bitter, undeniable truth. To have your most closely guarded secrets laid bare, not by a human accuser, but by a creature of the night, a harbinger of silent doom. The butcher, a burly man whose hands were stained with the daily rites of his trade, was one of the first. He awoke in a cold sweat, the goat's voice still echoing in the dark corners of his mind. Your wife is not your wife. A simple phrase, yet it carried the weight of 1,000 unspoken fears. What did it mean? A stranger, perhaps, a spirit, or something far more mundane. yet equally devastating. By morning, the chilling truth was laid bare. His wife, the woman who had shared his bed for decades, was found dead in the yam barn. Her face contorted in a silent scream. A secret, dark and terrible, finally revealed. The specifics of that revelation are lost to the whispers of time, perhaps mercifully so. But the consequences were stark, brutal, and undeniable. The goat became a silent judge, a relentless prosecutor. It exposed every buried secret, infidelity, murder, theft, jealousy. No transgression, no matter how carefully concealed, was safe from its nocturnal pronouncements. The villagers live in a state of perpetual dread. Their night a torment of whispered truth. Their days a struggle to reconcile the revelation with the faces they knew. Friendship fractured. Families imploded. The very fabric of the community became to fray under the relentless onslaught of honesty. And then came Adaoma, a girl of 9, with eyes too old for her years, and a curious, unyielding spirit. She had listened to the elders' panic whispers, had seen the fear in parents' eyes. Unlike the others who sought to avoid the goat gaze, to silence its whispers through desperate prayers or avoidance, Adaoma sought understanding. She said, with a quiet conviction that chilled even the ardent adult, "Let him whisper to me." She went to the forest, a sacred, dangerous place, filled with the rustling of unseen things and the echoes of ancient spirits. Alone, a mere child, she faced the unseen presence, the source of so much terror. She whispered back. What word did she speak? A challenge? A plea? A secret of her own? No one knows. The encounter was hers alone. A solitary confrontation between innocence and the ancient malevolence. The goat vanished as mysteriously as it had arrived. Azumiri disappeared. The dreams of whispers ceased. A fragile peace, or perhaps merely a new kind of silence, descended upon Okuru. But the price was Adaoma. She never spoke again. Her voice, once bright and clear, was extinguished. Was it a sacrifice? A taking? Or did the goat in its departure leave behind a void within her? A silence so profound it encompassed all sound? Now, when children go missing in Okuru, the villagers don't cry out in loud lamentations. They don't form desperate search parties that comb the dense forest. They listen, a terrifying internal listening, For the memory of Asumiri, he who eats silence still lingers. And sometimes under the ancient kola tree, his roots gnawed like the bones of forgotten giants. A chilling echo can be heard. You can hear a goat whispering and a child answering in silence. The fear is that Asumiri has returned or perhaps never truly left. That the silence Adaoma embraced was not merely personal, but a gateway for the goat to claim new victims. The children vanish, not with cries or struggles, but with a horrifying quietude, as if the very air swallows their sound. And the villagers in their hearts know the truth. The good whispers are not always for those who hear them directly. Sometimes they are for those who are meant to disappear. Hatches in the bloodline. Not all monsters crawl. Some graze. And in Okuru, the monster is a silent one, a harbinger of truth that destroys lives, not with fangs or claws, but with the chilling power of revelation and the terrifying vacuum of silence that follows. The children of Okuru do not just disappear, they are absorbed, eaten by the silence that Asumiri commands. And the bloodline, already tainted by secret, finds itself forever marked by the sound of an unseen whisper and the profound horrifying absence of a child's voice. But remember this, hatches never die. They wait, and the curse does not sleep. It only hides in the shadows, waiting for the next name to be called. This was only one piece of the story. The bloodline runs deeper, and the fire has only begun to rise. Join us in the next episode of Arches in the Bloodline. Subscribe, share, and let the story claim you.